Good morning everyone. Today we will discuss about inverse of matrices. Actually there are two ways to find the matrices, inverse matrices, but actually there is also three ways. One is elementary operations, but here we will discuss two methods, like direct method, in which our formula of A inverse is 1 by A determinant and adjoint of A. We apply this method, and another method is if we have any equation is given and without finding actually A inverse by adjoint method, so how can we find the inverse of a matrices? First we will discuss about this inverse of a matrix by this method. I have a one question. So if I have a matrix this, so I consider this as name A. So first I will check before finding the inverse of a matrix whether here a determinant of E, like this A matrix, is singular or non-singular. Singular means if you find the determinant of this matrices, if your answer is 0, so that means this is a singular matrix and inverse is not exist. It's not possible. Only inverse is possible if determinant of A that not equal to 0. So first we convert this E into determinant form. So that is E determinant 1 minus 1 2, 0 2 minus 3 and 3 minus 2 4. I convert into the determinant form and I expand the first row, this one. So first row, first column position element is 1, position sign is positive, and 2 minus 3 minus 2 and 4. Then first row second column position sign is negative and element is minus 1, and ignoring this column and this row our elements are 0, minus 3 and 3 and 4. Then first row third column position is positive, element is 2 and connected element is 0, 2, 3, minus 2. So these are my elements. So now if I calculate this one, this gives me 8 minus 6, then plus 1, then 0 plus 9, then plus 2 into 0 minus 6. So when I solve, 8 minus 6 give me 2, plus 9 plus here will be this will be 0 and this will be minus 6. So when you solve this one, this will be minus 12. So 11 minus 12 give me minus 1, that is not equal to 0. If it is not equal to 0, that means A inverse exists and this is non-singular matrix exist. Now you have to go for, after finding the existence of A inverse, then you move further for the adjoint of A. For finding the adjoint of A, I need cofactor of each element of this determinant. First I will write the cofactor of row 1 of this A determinant. Cofactor of row 1. So I am writing directly here. Row 1 means you have to just write the position sign ignoring this element and element connected with that. So that will be 2 minus 3 minus 2 4. That is a cofactor of the first row first column. And for the first row second column is position sign is negative and connected element is 0, minus 3, 3 and 4. And first row third column position sign is positive and connected element is 0, 2, 3, minus 2. When you calculate, you will get 8 minus 6 is 2, minus 9, then minus 6. So these are my cofactors of the first row. Now for the cofactors of second row, cofactors of row 2. So what will be the cofactors of row 2? Similarly, if I write the elements at here, so that will be position sign is second row first column, position sign is negative, minus 1, 2, minus 2, 4. Then position sign is, that is second row second column, position sign is positive. Don't bother about this is 0 because we are not going to multiply the element. We have to pick the position sign and connected element with this 0. Don't confuse with this 0. So that position sign for second row second column is positive and my elements are, connected elements are 1, 2, 3 and 4. And similarly, second row third column position sign is negative, and my connected element are 1 minus 1 and 3 minus 2. And when you solve this one, the cofactor of second row will be 0, minus 2, then minus 1. So these are the cofactors of the second row. Now cofactors of the third row. Cofactors of row third. So when you go with the cofactors of third row, because I am writing quickly here because in my last video I already explained how to find the adjoint A, but for finding A inverse we also need the adjoint A. So I am writing directly quickly here because I thought that you very well know how to find the adjoint A. We discussed many questions also of this adjoint A and solved also. So cofactors of row third. So you just pick the position sign and connected element with that. So that position sign is positive and connected element with 3 is minus 1, 2 and 2 minus 3. So that is positive sign. Now third row second column position sign is negative and my connected element are 1, 2, 0, minus 3. And third row third column position sign is positive and my connected elements are 1 minus 1, 0, 2. 1 minus 1, 0, 2. And when you solve this one, your element will be minus 1 because 3 minus 4 give me minus 1, 3 and 2. So these are my cofactors. Now if I go with the adjoint A. So adjoint A is you just write the cofactors in place of the elements of each and every position. That is 2, minus 9, minus 6. These are the cofactors of the first row. Second row cofactors are 0, minus 2, minus 1. And third row was minus 1, 3, 2 and transpose. So when you remove this transpose sign, your adjoint will be 2, minus 2, 0, minus 1 because you change this column to the first row. First column changes to first row and second column changes to second row. Minus 9, minus 2 and 3, then minus 6, minus 1 and 2 after transposing. Now my A inverse formula is you have to divide determinant of A with adjoint A. So determinant of A we already found that is minus 1. So we put mark is minus 1 here outside the square this matrix bracket. So we write the all elements of adjoint A. 2, 0, minus 1, minus 9, minus 2, 3, minus 6 and minus 6, minus 1 and 2. So what was the element? Minus 6, minus 1 and 2. So that is my answer of the A inverse. You just multiply this negative sign with all the elements inside in the matrix. So that is my required answer of A inverse. So that is the first method. Second method, if I want to find the A inverse by equation, I don't want to go with the adjoint A. So with equation, how I can find? Starting method is same. First I will check whatever matrix is given. First I will check whether A inverse exists or not. If exists, then you go for further. But here in this method, you don't go with the adjoint A like cofactors, finding cofactors. We have to use this equation. And for finding A inverse by using this equation, first you have to check whether this equation satisfied is equal to 0 or not. So for that, first what I will do, first I will go with the A determinant to check whether A inverse exists or not. One, that is your 17th question of your worksheet. 1, 2, 2, 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 1. So you change it to the determinant form. Now we expand the first row. So position is positive and element is 1 and connected elements are 1, 2, 2, 1. Then position sign is negative, element is 2 and connected elements are 2, 2, 2, 1 because you have to ignore this column and this row. Now for the first row third column and your connected your position sign is positive, element is 2 and connected element by ignoring this row and this column is 2 1 2 2. Now when I solve this one, my answer will be first 1 minus 4, then minus 2, then 2 minus 4 plus 2, then 4 minus 2. So when I calculate this one, minus 3, then minus 2 into minus 2, that will be 2 into 2 4 plus 4, then 2 into 2 plus 4, then 8 minus 3 give me 5. So that is not equal to 0. That means A inverse exists. So A inverse exists. Now first, now you have to go with this equation to check whether this is satisfied or not. For that I need A square. So I want to multiply this A matrix 2 times. 1 2 2 2 1 2 2 2 1, then 1 2 2 2 1 2 and 2 2 1. So when I multiply this, so first this is 3 by 3 and this is 3 by 3. Obviously whatever answer I get it here after multiplication, that will be also my 3 by 3 matrix. So according to the position, if I want to write the element in the first row, first column, so that means this first row and this first column will be multiplied with each other. So what it gives me, 1 plus 4 plus 4. So each position, whatever mention is here, you have to multiply row from the first matrix and that position column will be multiplied from the second matrix. So similarly, first row, second column give me 2 plus 2 plus 4 and first row, third column give me 2 plus 4 plus 2. Then second row, first column 2 plus 2 plus 4, then second row, second column 4 plus 1 plus 4 and second row, third column give me 4 plus 2 plus 2 and third row, first column give me 2 plus 4 plus 2 and third row, second column give me 4 plus 2 plus 2 and third row, third column give me 4 plus 4 plus 1. So when I add this one, so that give me 9 8 8, then 8 8 9 8 8 and 9. Okay, so this is my A square value. So now my next is I have to substitute here value, all the values of A square, A and identity matrix. If my A matrix is 3 by 3 order, that means my identity matrix will also be 3 by 3 order. So my A square value, I just got it. A square minus 4A minus 5I is equal to 0. So my A square matrix 9 8 8 8 8 9 8, then 8 9, then minus 4 into my A matrix is 1 2 2 2 1 2 and 2 2 1, then minus 5I. So same order will be there of other, that is 0 0 0 1 0 0 0 1. So first you have to check whether this is equal or not. So now when you subtract this one, like 9 minus 4 and minus 5, so that give you like this position and the same position will be subtracted and added. So that will be 9 minus 4 9 minus 5, 8 minus 8, then plus 0, then 8 minus 8 plus 0. So here also like 8 minus 8 plus 0. So this will be 9 minus 4, then minus 5. So this will be 8 minus 8 plus 0, then 8 minus 8 plus 0, 8 minus 8, 8 minus 8 and 8 minus 8 and minus 0. So that is same as 0. So last is 9 minus 4 minus 5, 9 minus 4 minus 5. That means all elements are cancelled. If I check, we get 0 0 0. We get null matrix. Null matrix also we called a 0 matrix or O. We just give the name as O. So if it is 0, that means this is my right side is satisfied. That is equal to the right side. Okay, if this equation satisfied my right side, now I have to move for the A inverse. So I pick the equation again here, like A square minus 4A minus 5I is equal to 0. So what I do it here? So I shift all terms, those are multiplied with A on the right side. So that will be minus 5I is equal to minus A square plus 4I. But if I take the negative sign common and cancel, so I will get 5I is equal to A square minus 4A. So that will be more easier to us. So now you have to multiply both term with A inverse. So multiply with A inverse. Now you have to multiply with A inverse, like 5I A inverse, A square A inverse, then 4A A inverse. So there is a rule that if any term is multiplied with identity matrix like AI, that become A, but if you multiply A inverse, that become I, identity matrix. So if I apply it here, so that becomes 5A inverse, then here 1A is cancelled, only A is left and minus 4I. Okay, so what you have to do next? Now you have to just apply A matrix and identity matrix on the right side. You calculate, you will get the answer, and this 5 will be goes downward. So in this way we can get the A inverse. So what I will do further, I will do like I apply here A matrix here, 5 A inverse. My A matrix was 1 2 2 2 1 2 2 2 1, and identity matrix was I directly going to multiply here to get the answer. So here 0 0 4, because I multiply with identity matrix with 4 directly. So now if you subtract this one, you will get the answer 5A inverse. 1 minus 4 give me minus 3 and 2 and 2. Again 2, 1 minus 4 minus 3, 2 minus 3 and 2. Similarly here also 2, 2 and minus 3. Okay, but when you shift this 5 from here to here, so that will be my required answer of, I shift it here again because this is no space was left, or you can go with here, that is 1 by 5 minus 3 2 2 2 minus 3 2 2 2 minus 3. So today we will discuss by two methods how we can find the A inverse, and in next video we will discuss third method of A inverse.